Hey, it's Second. In this video, I'll cover why Dyna is finally good again, and it's mostly due to this buff in 14.6, because they finally increased the attack speed and made it closer to what it used to be, which was unconditional attack speed, because now after you use an ability, the passive, Moonsilver Blade, the bonus attack speed lasts for 5 seconds instead of 3. They also increased her attack speed ratio, which is what attack speed is calculated off of, and they increased the bonus attack speed as well. And before, because our biggest complaint, the main reason we used to play Dyna was because of her passive, and she had some of the highest AP DPS in the game and could basically outduel most AP champions, which over time got taken away from her because, or just after the rework, because she could no longer duel most AP champs, even melee champs like Katarina, Silas, Akali. They all started to greatly outperform her just because they had more consistent damage, especially since they could run Conqueror. But now that's mostly changed because of 2 rounds of buffs that we've gotten, 2 to 3. Because her passive, like I said, used to be unconditional. You just used to get, I think it was 30 to 90% attack speed just per like over time, or is it 10 to 30 or 30 to 90? I think it may have been the 30 to 90 on ability, so maybe it's 10 to 30. But the AP ratio used to be 0.8 as well. And so those two combined with Nash, you could out DPS pretty much all champs. But unfortunately, even though we begged Riot not to do it, he cut, like I said, the ratio in half, and the attack speed was way worse, and it was a conditional. So everything about it was just a super inconsistent playstyle and just not worth playing around. Nash, which I consider to be her most core item, was basically unbuildable until this latest patch. Except situation on jungle, but even on jungle, I thought it was really bad. Rocket Belt Hourglass was her highest, best, most successful build that she had. I'll mention it here quickly. Unfortunately, her E's bugged right now because they undid the triple E. So like the E buffers. I'll make a separate video about that, but I just want to mention that really quickly. Bam. Now basically she has, oh, it might be right here. Yeah, here we go. The cleave AP ratio increased to 0.5, so it's still not 0.8, but you have a lot more attack speed now, so it evens out a little bit. I'd still obviously prefer a higher AP ratio here. That'd be ideal. And then one nice change that I think has just been good for the game is they removed MR from runes. That 8 or 16 MR that you can get from runes really just hurts all kind of bursty and melee champs and favors kind of those ranged DPS champions. Man, Pass is finally good again. And that also means you can build Nash, which is enabled by Roa, and Roa has also always been her best starting item. So we can finally build her best build again, and you have potential to do plays like this. Let me play it again. So here we missed the queue. We're behind. We're 2-7. This is our worst game that we've had with her recently. This is our only loss, or actually no, we ended up winning this game. But we've only lost like a couple of games since the buff. No Q, and we can just still win this fight just because of her ult timing and then Rowan Ash build. And yeah, her just having consistent damage again. And that allows you to actually play the side lane, duel top laners, and top laners don't have the MR, so you can actually beat them until they do build MR. And a lot of time they're against other AD champs, so they don't have it for a while. So you have like a good window up until like 20 minutes that you can actually win most of the bruiser matchups again, which is the other reason she felt so bad to play for the longest time. Because they just had a little bit of MR and like the matches were not playable. Yeah, I hope this kind of explains it. I think she's going to get nerfed though, so you probably have to play her soon. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good climb.